when it comes to Christmas, I feel like nobody does it better than Disney, and when you incorporate something as cute and as adorable and fuzzy as Winnie the Pooh, there's definitely potential for that fuzzy festive feeling to fester. And I have to say, with Winnie the Pooh, A Very Merry Pooh Year, I really rather enjoyed it. This was released in 2002, but it does include the 1991 TV special Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2, as well as Happy Pooh Year, which is the film that was created to coincide with that. And it's pretty interesting. Now, I will say this is not the most fascinating of all of the Winnie the Pooh films that I've seen. I've seen most of them by now, but I think there are still a couple I need to see. But I actually found it quite terrifying. There was one point where it was really intimidating, and I will explain that in a moment, but I'll keep that till the end, because it's maybe a slight spoiler. But basically, we have the two stories. Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2 takes place a couple of days before Christmas, and it's all about the presents they want and certain problems that are in the way that mean they may not get the gifts they want. That sounds like an odd message for a Disney film, but actually there is one line in this that melted my heart, and it was a line from Kanga saying to Roo, I'm going to paraphrase, but she said something like, "The memories you make are the real Christmas gifts." And she said it a bit more eloquently than that, and I just thought it was so beautiful and really lovely. So although I did begin to find that the concept of focusing on gifts and physical objects was a bit odd, actually, as the narrative progressed, it began to make quite a bit more sense. The next story is the Happy Pooh Year. It actually blends in really well, and I find that the two narratives kind of work really well as it progresses to the next day, Christmas Day, and Tigger starts to annoy Rabbit, and increasingly, things begin to annoy Rabbit more and more, which is generally what happens when Rabbit is around. And Rabbit feels like these people need to change if he's going to continue to live with his friends or in the 100-acre wood. So the friends decide to change, and they kind of take on each other's personality traits. And this is where a tiny spoiler comes in. So if you don't want to hear the spoiler, I will just say, interesting enough, very wintry, more of a wintry feel than it is a Christmassy feel, but certainly very season appropriate. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. Not my favourite Winnie the Pooh, but it worked really well. So the little spoiler is that, as I said, they're all taking on each other's personalities. Tigger is very timid, and Piglet's really bouncy. Pooh Bear is exceptionally depressed, and Eeyore is the most terrifying thing I have ever seen. Eeyore is wearing Pooh's red jumper, even though Pooh is also wearing it. I don't know how many he has. And he is walking on two legs. I've never seen Eeyore walk on two legs. He is eating honey, and there's a scene where he grins. This, what's supposed to be an exceptionally happy grin, really toothy grin, and I found it very eerie. So that was not the most festive, fantastic, fun thing I've ever seen. I was really quite scared. Obviously I'm exaggerating, but it was really unnerving. But actually it was good fun to watch, to see these other characters, or these characters embodying the others' personalities. Voice cast as always, we have Jim Cummings, of course, as Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, and Kath Soucie as Kanga. As always, film is narrated by Michael York. From start to finish, I liked it. It wasn't perfect. I feel like it's not quite as engaging, and maybe not quite as suitable for the older audience as some of the other films. But ultimately, as far as Disney Christmas films go, it pretty much ticks all of the boxes.